Welcome to the Mesozoic Media Park, the park where I have the goal of filling it with as many movie, show, and documentary dinosaurs as I possibly can. This time, I think we'll tackle the Rite of Spring from Fantasia. It's been a minute, of course. I haven't worked on this park in a while, and I missed it. I quite missed it. So it's great to be back. So, what I want to do for this enclosure is pretty simple. I just want to house a lot of different dinosaurs because there's a lot of different dinosaurs that show up in that. And I want to isolate a little area for the T Rex to fight the Stegosaurus. That's what happens in the Rite of Spring. So, since this is like an earlier documentary or short, I think we'll put it closer up to the entrance because why not? I don't have logic in the rest of the park, but sometimes I do. And, we'll have to pretend that there's always logic. You nerd. Need to do that. It'll once again be a pretty simple enclosure. The environment, there's a lot of forest as you're panning around and everything, and there's a lot of open land too, where the T Rex and Stegosaurus initially start their fight. So I think I'll kind of like highlight those two different areas, and there's a lot of water too. There's a lot of water where some other dinosaurs run into to escape the T Rex. I shouldn't make this too large. Need to try to be better with the space. I know that there's going to be some comments saying that it wasn't a T-Rex that fought the Stegosaurus, it was an Allosaurus, because of course, T-Rex and Stegosaurus did not live together. And that is true. T-Rex and Allosaurus, T-Rex and Stegosaurus did not live together. There are many millions of years in between those two. However, the short did not care about that logic. There's all kinds of different creatures that did not live together in that short. Parasaurolophus shows up right next to Stegosaurus. Dimetrodon shows up. Dimetrodon didn't even see a dinosaur. It went extinct before the dinosaurs ever showed up. Really, it was just the filmmakers. Like Walt Disney, he just wanted to make this awesome little short. They didn't really have accuracy in mind while they were making it. I'm sure many are going to say, what about the 3 claws? T-Rex had 2 claws. And that is also true. Walt Disney went to Barnum Brown, the man who discovered Tyrannosaurus Rex and officially identified it. He went to him for input while designing T-Rex. And Barnum did let him know that T-Rex likely had 2 fingers. Yet Walt felt that 3 was scarier. He thought it was scarier for the model, so they decided to go with 3 instead of 2. That's why T-Rex in Fantasia has 3 fingers. Pretty cursed, I know. It feels wrong to see T-Rex like that. I'm kind of thinking like this. Again, there is a lot of water, so I think I should probably do we'll just like this. I want it to feel like it's all random, like it's not like it's an actual water. Yeah. Okay, and then nailing down the environment. It's very atmospheric though, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it justice. But of course there's a lot of dirt and a lot of kind of tropical vegetation. So that's what we'll do. I will have some ground. Like it's not gonna be just dirt. I don't want it to look like Disney's Dinosaur over here where it's a barren wasteland. That's later in the short when they're starting to go extinct. That's not what I want here. I really want it to look like they're still thriving. Very interesting with that short is that if I remember correctly, the dinosaurs go extinct from drought and lack of food and stuff like that, rather than an asteroid hitting the Earth. Because the short predates the asteroid collision, like before we knew about the asteroid collision. So there was a lot of different ideas of how the dinosaurs went extinct. A lot of different hypotheses ranging from like the mammals eating all of the eggs or rampant diseases or, droughts and stuff like that. And nowadays, of course, the most accepted hypothesis is the asteroid impact. There is a lot of evidence to support that. Very interesting stuff. You love to see paleontology and our understanding of these dinosaurs grow as time goes on. All right. So I'm kind of thinking looking like this. I think this is looking pretty decent. Again, I don't think I'm doing the actual short justice, but it's not bad. It's not that bad. So there is one area that is a little bit more dense. So I'm thinking I might use trees that are a little bit more like this. Kind of like this. I don't know. think I have some going. Same time I don't, but it's not bad. It's not bad. And of course, the area where the T-Rex attacks the Stegosaurus is nice and open. So I think that'll be this area over here. Um, I kind of want to isolate the T-Rex and Stegosaurus together. I want them to be, but I don't want it to look ugly, you know? I don't want to, like, the invisible fence isn't as invisible as it probably should be. So let's try this. Let's see. Like this. And then what I have in mind for the water, unless it's not noticeable in the water. Oh, it's not noticeable in the water. That's actually not that bad. So if that's the case, then maybe I can actually just do it right here. Like this. Right? So then get rid of this. And then just some trees right here to try to hide it or something. Maybe just some, make it a little bit harder to spot. Like this. No, that's worse. I just put some tree. There we go. There we go. It's a little bit harder to spot right there. At least it kind of distracts you from the fact that it's there. Okay, so we'll place that. And then the T-Rex and Stegosaurus will be in here by themselves. And the rest of the dinosaurs will be over here. I could probably get rid of some of its tree stuff. Okay, and then over here, I'm wanting to place some rocks. There's some rocks where like Dimetrodon, whatnot, are hanging out. I'm kind of thinking we could place that like right there. I don't know. It's something. Break up some of the monotony over here. Okay. And then let's place just that singular rock right there. There we go. This ain't bad. Kind of looks like Fantasia, you know? I think once you see the T-Rex and Stegosaurus by each other, then maybe it'll all make sense. Let's give it a shot. And here they are. Here are our dinosaurs from Fantasia, the Rite of Spring. We have the Stegosaurus over here, who is about to get demolished by the very frightening T-Rex, who has 3 fingers instead of 2. Just pretend that it does. And then there's all of the other creatures that show up in the Rite of Spring. I didn't place every single one because this enclosure would get quite crowded, so I kind of just selected 3 different species. Parasaurolophus, because I wanted to include this Dominion skin. That's so cute. I love that. Because I really like the way that Parasaurolophus looks in Dominion. But I just wanted to include it simply for that. Archaeornithomimus, because there's I don't know if there's ever going to be another place that we would ever add Archaeornithomimus. So here it is. It represents some of the what I think are ornithomimids in the short. And somewhere around here, hanging out somewhere, checking, there he is a Dimetrodon. I really want to emphasize the fact that these are a lot of different creatures that just exist in the same time. You know, it's like Land Before Time. Because again, we do see Dimetrodon in the short. So there it is, existing here. Yeah. So that is the Rite of Spring. Be sure to let me know any requests that you have. You know, any movie, shows, and documentaries. Our goal is to fill up this whole park, and we're getting pretty close. Things have gone a long way. And then, you know, once we get to that point, we'll do a park tour and just look at all of that good stuff. But this has been a lot of fun, you know, and I'm really happy to include things like this. So thank you guys so much for watching, and have an awesome day.